PHP data types. Variables in PHP can store data of different types, and the different data types in PHP can do different things. PHP currently has 8 data types. The first ones are integers, doubles or floats, booleans, null, strings, array, objects, and resources. So let's check them out one after the other. So first, let's create our PHP tag. And now that we have our tag created, the next step for us is to declare variables. So the first one we want to work with is the integers. So integers are all numbers without decimal points. So that is to say, we can say count is equal to 10. This is an integer without decimal points. And we can see the value by using echo 10. So I'll close this. So let's open the data types file. Oh, sorry, I said 10 instead of count. Okay, so let's reload. You see the value is 10. Also, we can use a function called var dump, then put in the variable name. So that's var dump. So it's called variable dump. And let's comment this out. So we just commented the integer. Okay, so let's also write this here. We say integer. So let's load. And as you can see, it's telling you that the variable is an integer with the value of 10. If we change the value to 20 and save and do this, you see, it's an integer of value 20. The next one is called double or float. To assign a double or float is still the same way. You just do something like, let's say price, then you add your dot notation. So we can say the price is 34.99. So this is a double or floating point number. And to check it, all we need to do is just to change the variable here to price. So let's do the var dump of price. Okay, there seems to be an error somewhere, so we're going to troubleshoot that now. Unexpected identifier var dump. Oh, no semicolon here. So let's reload. And as you can see, it is a float, and the data type is a float, and it has the value of 35.99. Okay, so let's proceed. The next one is booleans. So a boolean is a true or false number, a value. So a boolean always holds a value that is either true or false. So let's say is valid. So like we are asking if something is valid, and we can say yes or true. So you either use true or false with booleans. Okay, so if we do the var dump of is valid, let's see, and as you can see, it says is valid is a boolean and the value is true. The next value is false, so we can change it to false, and let's reload. So a boolean is always either true or false. All right, so this is a boolean, always true or false. Now the next one is a null data type. So how do we declare a null data type or a null variable? All you need to do is just to create a variable. Let's call this variable about, and the value will be null. So this is a null variable. You just assign it to null. Okay, null data type. So let's check the value of about. No semicolon. Also note that you can echo the value, but I'm just using var dump so that you can see the data type and the value at the same time. So you see, about is null. That is why null is on the screen. So the next one should be strings. So like you know already, we can declare strings in two ways. So the first one we can say fname. So fname is first name. And you use double quotes. And you can also use lname. And you use single quotes. So let's check their value. Let me show you something. So var dump fname. You can see is a string, precious, and the string holds 8 values. So let's count precious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see, works the same way. So that is a string, and this is also a string. So if we do lname, my surname is also a string. So that is the variable type, the data type, and the value of the variable. Okay. Now the next one is the arrays. So how do you define arrays in PHP? To define an array, all you need to do is something like this: cars is equal to array. Then let's give the names of some cars: Volvo, Benz, Ford. And let's check it. So var dump cars. You see, var dump cars says it is an array with 3 values of strings: Volvo, Benz, and Ford. The next data type are objects and resource. But we will talk about them in subsequent videos because they are beyond the scope of this current video. But just know that the data types you have in PHP are integer, doubles or floats, boolean, null, string, object, and resource. Okay, so that is it, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.